Hey everybody, wanted to share these high scores we have. We've been really fortunate to play with some really good teams. This is a PlayStation Dimension 38, 64K. Some really good players. Very impressive score. But there's actually one that's more impressive, and that would be this one over here if you ask me. Now this is on Switch, and you say, why is this more impressive? Well, this is 2 to 3 players. So you got 3 players, Dimension 29, 32K. That's 3 players a lot harder. I mean, you cannot slouch for, half a second or you're toast. It's a lot tougher. So I think this one's actually a little more impressive. So I have the top scores on PlayStation and Switch. This is Switch here. Talk about some of these players. So Mad Goomba, I mean, if you ever get a chance to play with them, wow. It's a very skillful player. I mean, there's no other way to explain it, just wow. You got Alex, very good player. He plays Donnie. Mad Goomba plays April. I play Michelangelo. But Alex, man, he is a solid player. I mean, he's so team-oriented. He's got the skill. Everybody plays with him, loves playing with him. He's just a great all-around guy. Go over here, back to PlayStation. Now, I only played with Obilite once, but, I mean, he brought it that day for sure. It's hard for me to really assess or evaluate that player because when you're in the middle of a match, you only play once. There's a lot going on, and you're focused on what you're doing. Fandrel's very solid, very defensive oriented. Good luck for the foot trying to get a hit on him. He's very evasive, and he didn't like to take no hits, and that's really awesome. Very bad players, a solid Donnie. Fandrel, I think, usually plays Leo. Obilite played Karai the day I played. Very bad players. Donnie plays really good, real solid player. Cold-blooded is absolutely one of the best. They'll show up absolutely great, whether they're in the game or out of the game. They're always just an outstanding teammate, an outstanding person. They can just do just about anything. What's interesting about this is these other players, Judarak and Leochardo, those are friends of mine. Judarak plays Karai and some other characters. Leochardo plays Leonardo. Leonardo is he's a friend on Switch too, and he's one of the most endearing people. I mean, he's always got your back. He's one of the funnest people to play with. I mean, he shows up. Now that 29K score, that was a run we did with him, and actually we had Jay Nosh and Aries down at the bottom. He's an excellent player, and he's really cool, and he's really adaptable. He'll play with just about anybody, and he'll help you out. But that 29K score, that was actually a game that fell apart on us. So we lost two people were playing at the same location, and their internet must have went out. And then shortly after, we lost 2 more, and that game fell apart. So I believe we actually had 2 lives on that one for the 6th and 7th. Pontius Pilate was in there also, and his score and Jay Nosh's isn't displaying on the PS4 leaderboard. Pontius Pilate is actually Alex from Switch, real good friend, real good player. So that's his number 8 spot. That's actually a 3-player run that we did together. We actually had 2 of our lives. It was me, Pontius Pilate, who was Alex, and Judarak. And we got up to 23K there, and we still had both our lives, but they wanted to quit because they were hungry. So we could have done a little better there, for sure. And then Jay Nosh, he should have been up there with, it should have been all tied for number 6 spot with Judarak, Leochardo, Jay Nosh, Pontius Pilate. They should all have a 29K score, but they kind of got robbed. So back over here to the Switch. So I played with Ragnar, ZebW. I haven't really played much with them or been able to connect with them. Victor's a really solid player. I mean, he's got a lot of skill. I haven't really been able to complete a game with him. I think maybe where he lives, our locations, maybe they don't mesh well together because it seems like we lose connection or there's lag or something. So maybe we're at different locations that that aren't very compatible. Um, so I know Ragnar, ZebW, Victor. No pizza game. That's basically like no fun game. It's like if you're going to be dishing out some hits, you're going to be taking some hits. You're going to need some pizza. So that's just lame game. No pizza game. No fun game. What's a joke? Go back over here to this PlayStation. Let me switch up to 2 to 3. I got 2 to 3. So there it is, 23. Okay, like I said, that game we could have took farther. A very bad player has a very nice run with a 3-player run. Him and a guy from PS5 looks like they did a 3-player run. Very impressive. That cold-blooded score is a run we did together. That was me. I think. It was me, Judarak, and Cold-Blooded. We did that a while back. That Leochardo, I played with him. I forget who we played with. So that's one of my scores actually too. But I've been very fortunate to have very good teammates. If I go back over here to Switch, this is the Switch leaderboard, 2 to 3. Let me pull up the regular leaderboard. So there's all. Like I said, there's a lot of good players. I mentioned Mad Goomba, wow. Charlie, he's excellent team player. Elevate your team. You'll have a blast playing with him. He plays Leonardo. Alex plays Donnie. My other friend John, we've had a lot of good runs with him. He plays Raph, and so actually that was a 4-player run we did. That 37K. The 4 of us. That's actually very impressive for just 4 players, if you ask me. It's still got the top score on Switch. We've been, me and a few of our bros have been leading the Switch since day one. Obviously, we elevated our score since the first one and so forth. But and then I got my friend Yanni there. He's an excellent player, man. He brings it. He's got your back. He'll help you out. He'll fight hard. You always love having him on your team. I don't know Soda. Victor, again, very good. Like I said, I don't think our internet, that's a score. I didn't play with them on that one. But as you can see, the first scores and the 5th score, those were both teams I were on. The 6th one wasn't. That's a very impressive 27K. So I played with ZebW, but really very rare. I can't really know what to say about him. And then... So then you come back to the 2 to 3. Pretty impressive runs. 4 to 6. Yeah. So actually that number 5 spot, the 29K, we had an awesome game going. And it just fell apart. Like you lost 2 players here, 2 players there. I think we all had both our lives, that number 5 spot with Yanni. So we definitely could have took that one further, but the whole game everybody just crashed out of it. I think we all had 2 lives and stuff, so that could have been really special that day. I was like a full 5. So the troubling thing about Switch is it's really hard to coordinate. Like you don't know when people are on, what availability they have. It'd be really nice if you could coordinate. Actually, my one friend Alex he loves this game. He loves playing with his friends. It's really hard for him, but he actually suggested he try to find some of these Switch players. It'd be nice if they could reach out and get in touch, because there's really like no way to coordinate or get in touch with people. I know there's another guy we always play with. You don't see him on there. Let me see if I do friends. Yeah, Diego. We play with him a bunch, but for whatever reason, he's always dropping out of a game. So I did friend Soda, but I haven't played with him. Some of these people play at different times. I'm on the Eastern time zones, and I normally don't stay up too late, so I can be, got to be responsible at work and everything. So, but if you want to add me or anything, I play Mikey. If you want me to help you score a big run, I mean, if you just want to fool around, I can be somebody else. But my best bet is to be Mikey. So a lot of good players. I've been really fortunate. Top the leaderboards on PlayStation and Switch for all and 2 to 3 player. I don't really play solo. It's not really satisfying to invest my time into it, and it's just so much more fun playing with friends. And if I did get started in it, then somebody would invite you, and it's a lot better to play when you got so many good friends than to suck so much time into playing solo. So I don't usually do that. So I mean, I'm sure I could improve my skill if I did. It's just you only have so many fun opportunities to play with such good players and have such good teammates. You don't do that. I'm sure there's a lot of good things I could say about a lot of these guys. I just probably didn't remember right this second. They're really awesome. So it's nice playing with you guys. This is the high scores. I'll end it here. See ya.